All right, we're gonna oil change two 2022 Suzuki King Quads 750s. Here's the kit we're using. It's not really the kit for this machine because it has 4 quarts of oil. It does have the filter, but we only need 2.6 quarts of oil, but this is what they had, and they sold it to me at the dealer for a pretty cheap discount, so I got one for each. I'll still have a little extra oil, and I'll start building up our reserves. So first thing we did, we're just following the owner's manual. These are the skid plates. The one on the right's for this machine, the one on the left's for this machine. If we take a look at them, we're gonna see, like right here, and then here, and here, there's 3 spots. So on the left side, you'll see here, there, and there. If you look, you'll see the 2 up front, the 2 is going side by side there, and then we have here and here. So there's 3 bolts on each side, 6 bolts total that hold it on underneath the quad. The owner's manual called to take it off, so we did. I'll pop up under there here in just a second and take a look. Here were the bolts. So there was 6 per, and we just added the rubber stopper on each of our quads as well. It was about 10 bucks. I've seen them for cheaper. We bought it at the local dealership, but I think I've seen them for 8. We bought the KFI rubber stopper and put them on each one too. So here we go with those. Let's pop under there and take a look. So because these are identical quads, you can see where the oil filter is here. And I think that's why we took the skid plate off, or the owner's manual does. It's right here. You can see it right there. So we took the skid plate off, I think, so when we take the oil pan off, we won't have any oil dripping all over the place, so we can get under the machine. And again, we'll take a look. Right here is the oil drain. The oil filter is right up in this gap here. If we can see it. We'll take the oil filter, drain the oil, put the filter back on, fill it back up, 2.6 quarts. And you can see like this bolt here, there's 2 up front and kind of 1 towards the back here. There's 3 bolts per side. A skid plate actually goes here. We just took it off. There is a hole for this. You could actually do this without, but I think when you take the filter off, it'll get bound up. So it only took us a minute, so we figured we'd take it off. Okay, we're getting ready to take the drain plug out of the oil pan. You can see the bolt right there. We got the pan there. There it goes. Kind of break it loose, have some gloves on, and just do the rest by hand. This is our first initial oil change on these machines. They have just over 10 hours and 100 miles. And there's the oil. You can see it's still pretty clean, but the owner's manual calls for doing it here, so we are. But it is definitely darker than the new stuff we'll be pouring in. Let that drain out. We'll get the filter as well. All right, we're gonna drain the oil out. Here's the drain plug. We're using a 17mm socket. So we just gotta loosen it up a little, get our pan underneath. And this is only our 10-hour oil change, so we do know that the oil should look pretty clean. So first oil change, 10 hours on it. You can see even coming out, looks pretty clean.
All right, I'm just going in with the oil wrench, right in the middle of the 2 tires. Not too hard to get to.
Taking the oil filter off.
So coming in from the front left tire, here's your oil filter. Here right in the middle. We're just already got it a little loosened. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off.
So just got done rubbing some oil around the top of the filter. We took the old filter off. Now we're just gonna make sure we thread this on nice and straight. When you order, you do that is it'll spin really easy for a bit, and then you kind of snug it up. Once it touches, the owner's manual says do 2 full revolutions around at that point. So we're gonna go in, kind of wiggle it on straight here, and then kind of get it going. So like if it catches and it just turns really easy, you know you're straight.
adding the oil back into the machines now. They take 2.6 quarts. This is the first one.
We added 2.6 quarts of this Suzuki X-Star 10W40. 2.6 quarts is with removing the filter. Pretty easy process. There's 2 skid plates on the bottom. We only took the front off. We added that back on, reinstalled it, 6 bolts per machine, and we were done. So pretty easy process. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to our channel.